Hey, welcome back to the Lawn Chair Mechanic. Today, I want to get my starter put on my engine. Um, the starter came with the engine, so I'm not really sure if it's any good yet. I haven't tested it yet. So, what we're going to do is we're going to test this starter and solenoid and make sure they're good. I'm going to show you guys how to do that, and hopefully it's good and I won't have to buy one. So, we'll see. So, tune in. Get this thing. I'll show you how to test one of these things, and we'll go from there and see if it works. Okay, what you want to do is you want to lay your starter on the ground, on the floor here. If you look close, the solenoid that I got has 4 terminals on it. This terminal right here, that is your main power terminal coming from the battery. And this other big terminal, as you can see, it's hooked into the solenoid. Then you have, this particular solenoid has 2 little terminals. One of them is marked S. You'll see an S stamped in the side of it here. And the other one is your R terminal. There's a little R there. We're not going to be using the R terminal. The S terminal, that's your trigger terminal. That comes from your ignition switch. When you turn your ignition, it sends power through your solenoid and kicks out your shaft here. It'll kick that gear out to engage your flywheel. So what you want to do, first thing we'll do is we'll check the actual starter motor. Okay, what you want to do is either get a 12-volt battery, since this is a 12-volt starter, or if you don't have a battery laying around, just use your battery charger. What you want to do, take your positive lead, and we're just going to check the starter motor. So, I don't know if you can see this or not. We're going to go on that bottom terminal that goes into the starter motor. And your ground, you want to hook to the frame of the starter. Now when I put power to this shaft should spin. If it doesn't spin, the starter is bad. The motor is bad. Alright, I'll give you a close-up here. I got my foot resting on the starter so it won't take off if it kicks on or not. As you can see, that's hooked to the bottom plug there that goes into the starter motor. And your ground's hooked to the frame of the motor. So I'm going to send power to it, and this shaft should spin. Here we go. Starter motor is good. Now, how to test the solenoid. This little prong I was talking about, the S prong, terminal, what you want to do, jumper that from here to here. You can use a piece of wire or another jumper, or just use a screwdriver. When you do that, the solenoid should kick in. Then this gear should pop out here to engage your flywheel. Let's give it a try. Well, after searching and searching online for a solenoid, I looked on every old car website I could find, every old Chevy classic car website. I couldn't find the exact solenoid I needed without buying a whole starter with it. So I decided I'm just going to look up Advanced Auto online. And guess what? They had it. So hats off to Advanced Auto. I found a solenoid. About $65, but there it is. Brand new one. Exact same one that is on this starter. So we'll put this thing on and see if it works. Okay, I got the old one off. Took it off. We'll get the new one here. Okay, we're set up just like before. I got the positive on the main positive lead on the solenoid, and the negative on the frame of the starter motor. Now when power gets sent into here, it just sits right here until you turn the ignition switch, which triggers this little terminal, sends power, closes them contacts, sends power to the motor. And that solenoid should kick in and move its shaft to engage the flywheel. So here we go. Power is on. I'm going to jump across it, watch the shaft. There you go. Watch the solenoid. See how it goes in? Now we got our functioning starter. That's how you test a starter and a solenoid. Now all we're going to do is mount her on the engine. Hey, before we mount the starter, I want to show you the progress I've been making on this engine. It's starting to shape up here. I got my radiator yesterday. I don't have it mounted yet. I just got it sitting here. And looks like I'm going to have to get a new water pump. So it's missing the water pump and the fan now. But I'll show it to you and see how it's coming along. There it is with the new distributor on it. Spark plug wires. Got my new fuel pump there. You see I took the water pump off and the fan. I got the alternator on the other day. It's ready to go. And here is the radiator I just bought. Looks pretty good. Sits right in place. Perfect fit. It's going to need bolted down yet. I just got it sitting in there. I'm trying to find me a short shaft water pump so I can move this engine up to within the 1 inch of the radiator. You want the fan blades to be no more than 1 inch away from the radiator to help with cooling. So once I get the water pump, I'll put the fan and pulley back on. Then we'll slide this motor up, get her in place. Then I can get these motor mounts welded into place. So it's shaping up, guys. Hopefully by spring we'll have this engine running. There's the water pump I took off. I'm gonna try to find me one with a shorter shaft on it. Either that or find me a pulley that's got a deeper cone on it that'll set closer to the water pump to line up with this, my crankcase pulley. As of right now, the pulley that I got doesn't line up with the alternator and the crankcase pulley, so we'll see what I can find on the internet. So, tune in next time. I'll have some more stuff done to it. Maybe we'll have the radiator all plumbed up and mounted. So this is the Lawn Chair Mechanic. So long, guys. Thanks for watching.